What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, June 13th, 2023. Man, 6 months, 6 freaking months has already gone by. Unbelievable. Half the year. It's just faster and faster and faster. As I've said before, the older you get, faster life goes by so quick. Few quick things to share with you on the top of this. First of all, thank you guys all for your subscription. The channel is still growing publicly, but the channel privately is absolutely taking off. The members only channel is huge, and the Let's Talk Fishing member channel is doing so well. If you're wondering what those are 2 upgrades from a public free channel. You want to become a member, it's real simple. Look in the description below this video and follow the procedure. Click on the link. You can become a basic member, or you can become an upgraded Let's Talk Fishing member, which has even more perks to it. Access to more videos, more lessons, and giveaways and things like that. So that between all 3 of the channels, if you will, we are averaging over 1,000 hours a month in view time, over 9,000 to 10,000 views. It's good. It's really good, and I'm really, really grateful. This weekend, the lake, we had I think the 20th annual Skeeter Owners event, celebrating 75 years in business, celebrating the 75th anniversary in business. And they actually gave away a Apex 21-foot Skeeter FXR, fully loaded, for the biggest over. And they gave away I believe a Skeeter, not an FX for some reason, I'm drawing a blank. They gave away a 20-foot Skeeter bass boat for the biggest under. I did not think the lake was fishing very well. It wasn't fishing really well up until the event. But we did have some things change near the end of the week. We did have some weather conditions that started to press in. And the big fish bit. There was over 11 fish that were caught in the over category. A 9.24 was one. A friend of mine, past client of mine, Jeremy Locke, the Locke family, who comes here all the time for bass fishing and crappie fishing, come from Louisiana. Congratulations to Jeremy. He won the biggest over, and he took home a huge prize. That Apex FXR, that boat is well over $100,000. So here in a non-professional, no pros allowed tournament, the Skeeters paid out $100,000 for the biggest fish, and then they turned around and paid off one for the smallest fish, basically, the biggest under. We have a slot limit between 16 and 24 inches. Fish cannot be possessed. So it had to not touch 16 inches. And a 3-pound 308 won for the biggest under. Now, there was some nonsense talk that went out on the under because the under's tail was gone. And it looked like it had been cut off. I can assure you that Texas Parks and Recreation are there. The game wardens are on site, checking everything like with a fine-tooth comb. They inspected this fish. It was not cut with scissors. They believe that somehow in a fluke of nature, an animal, a turtle, something had gotten hold of this tail. And not only that, it wasn't fresh. It was healing. And so they gave approval. They let this fish go through. But it was 3 pounds, 3.08 that won. Just a typical, for some reason, I cannot believe it's not an FXR. I guess an XR, Skeeter, the one below the FXR. But still, we're looking at a $75,000, $80,000 prize for a 3-pound bass. There were 1,750 plus anglers. It went really, really well. Lots of great giveaways, and as always, Skeeter events, just first class, as Skeeter is, hosted an incredible event. A lot of fish were caught shallow. A lot of fish were caught offshore. The unders, I believe, came from most of the shallow water. And I believe the overs were caught offshore on jigs, big worms, things like that, typical, maybe some crankbait stuff, because that's really the bite. Since we talked last, the lake has really been dropping fast. I believe when I talked to you last, it was in 402.24 last Thursday. We have come down substantially. Remember every 0.25 is 3 inches. So we've come down 1.5 inches in just 4 or 5 days. Water's falling dramatically, so I'm assuming they pulled some municipal. But we have a big storm today, Tuesday. In fact, I canceled my trip today. Big storm coming through. Let's hope for a whole bunch more rain, 1 to 2 inches or so. And we'll still playing the Texas two-step. Come down a little, go up a little, come down a little, come up a little. Things are still way cooler than normal. At this point, it's not bothering me. A month ago or 2 months ago, I was disappointed in how we just kept having cold front after cold front after cold front. At this point, this crazy weather pattern, I'm beyond it. I don't care anymore. And it's really not affecting things as much. 80 degrees, 80 to 84, very low temperatures for the end, mid-June anyways, for this time of year. 1 to 2 foot visibility, depends on where you are. Lake is in good shape. Still tons and tons of cover in the water that has the fish kind of confused whether they want to be shallow or want to be deep. The weather, again, when it clouds over like today and it's just constant cloud cover, they leave the deep water holes and they come suspend and they cruise and they roam and they go back in the shallows and then they go back out when the sun comes up and gets hot. So a lot of movement in and out with the fish. No 2 days are really alike. I was mowing my lawn yesterday. My neighbor, she came over and she bought here in my neighborhood 2 years ago, and she came all the way from the West Coast, and she said to me, "Mike, this place is crazy." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "The weather." I said, "Welcome to Texas. I've been here 10 years. And she said, "Well, we've only been here 2.5, and there's no consistency in the weather patterns whatsoever, temperatures, time of year, anything." And I said, "Girl, I've been here 10 years, and I do a daily report for my own sake. I keep logs of all the information. I give reports on my Facebook, on my YouTube channel, and in 10 years, there's been no 2 years alike. Here we are, June 13th, constant front after front. This is a cold front. I don't remember any June ever in the past 10 years that I've been here. We've had every 2 to 3 days some kind of thunderstorms and stuff like that. It is what it is. But anyways, let's give you some information. Again, if it's real cloudy and stuff, you can start shallow early with top waters. You can still throw some frogs. You can still go fishing with a spinner bait or a swim jig early. Especially, and if it stays cloudy all day, you just might have a top water bite all day. Crankbaits are really kind of one of the biggest things. Crankbaits and spoons are your biggest play right now. Offshore points, long points, tree lines, road beds, humps, areas where the wind is blowing if we're having wind. Last week we had 5 days without any wind, period. Just slicked over like it was into July or August. But also the big worms. Big worms and football jigs are my favorite in the heat. I really like to fish a big worm. I typically Texas rig it, 20-pound test fluorocarbon, nice worm rod, fast hit, sensitive rod, high speed gear ratio. And I get in the offshore trees. I really like to get in the offshore trees or deep brush piles when I'm fishing the worms. I peg the Texas rig. And I've got 2 or 3 really worms that I want to just tell you about. Number 1, Roger Belk and Go Fish Lures is pouring my custom color. It's called Mike's Silver Apple. Get you a Mike's Silver Apple, and you have to request it, but you can get it poured in a lot of different baits. You can get it poured into power worms. You can, it's not really a power worm mold, but look online or go to the store. You can get it poured in whatever bait you want. Brosh hog, power worm, trick worm, any one of the molds that they offer there at Go Fish Lures, and you want to get it in Mike's Silver Apple. All right, another really cool color that just came out that will be excellent all summer, especially as it gets hotter and hotter. I believe as it gets hotter and hotter, the crawfish start to get black and nasty looking and red. And so Lake Fork Trophy Lures has just introduced a new color to the lineup, and that's California 420. I know the color has been around a lot, California 420. I don't care for the name very much at all. So the 420, to those of you that know, you know what it means. Certainly we don't support that. They don't support that part of it, but it is a color. It is an already established color in the industry, and that's why when they decided to pour it, because it's an excellent color. But anyways, that being said, Lake Fork Trophy Lures, the 10-inch worm in this California 420 is bomb. It's a double layered laminate color. I'm loving it. This right here is going to catch me some good fish this summer. Has the the right mold, the right shape, the right size. It's already got garlic in it, so when I add the real-time magic reaction to this, it really gets dangerous. Catches a lot of fish. And then, of course, the ring fry in the same color. The ring fry's already been tested out there. Jeremy's gone out and caught some big fish on this. So Carolina rigged this ring fry. Texas rigged the worm. Carolina rigged the ring fry. And get off those points, off the main lake points. And I guarantee if you run into the right school of fish, you're going to beat them up with that color from Lake Fork Trophy Lures. Also, when you order from Lake Fork Trophy Lures, be sure to tell them that Mike McFarland sent you. Use the code MCF, first 3 letters of my last name, MCF10. They'll give you a discount on any in-house poured baits, in-house poured only. But man, I'm really grateful to be a part of those guys. And I tell you what, a lot more coming from Lake Fork Trophy Lures. A lot more in the future that's going to come down the line. New baits next year for iCast and things like that. And it's exciting, exciting stuff. As far as the next month or so, I have a few dates open here and there. They're miscellaneous dates. I did, by chance, if anybody's interested, come up with Saturday. I think the 24th has just come open. Saturday the 24th has come open if anybody wants to book with me. That's about 10 days from now, 11 days from now. Saturday, June 24th is available. Other than that, again, I really, really appreciate you guys, your subscription, your time. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Comment below. Ask any questions below. Again, I'm inviting you to come become a member and upgrade. I've got a package right here of worms that are some of my absolute favorites that really catch the big fish on port that I'm going to discuss with the members only here in just a few minutes and give them some of my actual personal confident baits for here for the next 6 weeks, the rest of June and all of July, even into August, and really even into September, which is when I've caught my biggest bass here on Texas. September 19th, 2016, I caught a 15-pound fish on a wobblehead, special wobblehead with a changeable hook, so I could put a special hook on it, and I used a 15-inch worm to catch that fish. I believe a lot of the big fish eat big when it's hot because they don't want to go burn a lot of calories, so they're not going to chase little stuff. They want big reward, one attack, big reward. And so big worms, once it gets really, really hot, actually get more big bites. They really do. But I'm going to tell the members about that stuff. If you want to be a member, again, look in the description below. Hit the link to become a member. Follow the procedures. It's really, really simple. And I'd love to have you. Other than that, guys, thank you. Thank you very much. And I wish you all great fishing. I'll see you again Thursday with another Lake Fork report.